Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital GH. Spoilers hint that Giovanni Massa may say 5 harsh words and break Brook Lynn Quartermain's, Amanda Seton, heart after the looming mother-son revelation. At this point, Brook Lynn has realized she's living with a major void in her life. Although Brook Lynn buried the adoption secret for years, she's finally feeling all the difficult emotions of giving up her child. Brook Lynn desperately wants a chance to meet her son and get to know him, but that's already happened. Gio is Brook Lynn's son, so she'll instantly love him even more once she learns the truth. However, GH spoilers suggest things are going to be far more complicated for Gio, who adored his now-deceased adoptive mother. Gio grew up thinking Camilla was his bio-mom, so he's definitely not prepared for the shocker that's brewing. It's clear that Gio's entire world is going to come crashing down like never before. The memory of Camilla is all Gio has left, so it'll be hard when it feels like that's getting tarnished because of her lies. Gio's initial reaction toward Brook Lynn may be one of rejection as a result. It doesn't help matters that there's been so much tension between Gio and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, lately. Gio's feelings about his bio-parents are going to be a mess, so Brook Lynn may not get the mother-son bond she's hoping for immediately. Instead, Gio may cling to his memories of Camilla and push Brook Lynn away. That brings us to those 5 harsh words that Gio may say to Brook Lynn after the big reveal: "I don't want another mom." Gio may argue that he already had a really great one and could perhaps end up blaming Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofa, for pressuring Camilla to keep the secret. It'll be easier for Gio to hold Lois and even Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, responsible under the circumstances. Whatever the case, Gio may ultimately come to understand that none of this is Brook Lynn's fault, since she thought the baby went through a legitimate adoption agency. That said, Gio may insist it's too weird for him and that he doesn't need another mom following Camilla's demise. Brook Lynn would never try to replace Camilla, but it may feel that way to Gio in the beginning. There's going to be plenty of angst to go around once Gio is revealed as Dante and Brook Lynn's son, so stay tuned for updates on all the blow-ups and difficulties. General Hospital spoilers say Gio will have a lot to process once the adoption news comes out, so that could bring a setback when it comes to Brook Lynn's efforts to fill the gaping hole in her heart. The streets of Port Charles may look the same, but the emotional landscape has been forever altered by a revelation that has left fans reeling, hearts shattered, and one mother-son duo confronting a past neither saw coming. In a stunning twist that rivals some of the most jaw-dropping moments in General Hospital history, Brook Lynn Quartermain has come face to face with a truth she never expected. She is Gio's mother. And now, in the aftermath of this life-changing bombshell, Gio utters words to Brook Lynn so heartbreaking, they may redefine their relationship forever. It's been building for weeks. Little clues sprinkled here and there, cryptic glances, unexplained tension, and subtle but consistent focus on Gio's mysterious past and Brook Lynn's long-guarded secret. Fans of GH have watched this plot develop slowly, never quite sure where it was heading, until it finally exploded into full emotional chaos on Friday's episode, when Gregory Gio Cerullo confronted Brook Lynn with the shocking knowledge that they are, in fact, mother and son. The weight of this revelation cannot be overstated. For years, Brook Lynn has carried the burden of a secret she believed she buried in her past, a decision made during a turbulent chapter of her young adult life, one that was never meant to resurface. It's a secret that now stands to redefine not just her future, but the legacy of the Quartermain family. Viewers may remember that Brook Lynn took a hiatus from Port Charles years ago, at a time when she was embroiled in music industry struggles, personal heartbreak, and a whirlwind romance that turned devastating quickly. Now we learn that during that time away, she had a child she gave up in an arrangement brokered in desperation and fear. She told no one, not even her closest family members, and convinced herself it was the right decision. But fate has a way of turning the tables in Port Charles. Gio came to town under a cloud of mystery. At first, he was just another young man trying to find his place. Charismatic, creative, with a shadow of pain behind his smile. He quickly found work at Deception and became entangled in the orbit of the Quatermain family, forming close ties with Chase, Christina, and especially Brook Lynn. Fans noticed their unusual connection immediately. There was something unspoken between them, a familiarity neither could quite name, but viewers couldn't ignore. The chemistry wasn't romantic. It was something deeper, something primal. And now we know why. This week's episodes finally revealed the truth. Gio isn't just another new face in town. He's Brook Lynn's biological son, one she gave up at birth, never dreaming their paths would cross again. The reveal came in classic soap fashion, a hidden adoption file discovered by Lois Cerullo, who realized her daughter's past had come full circle. The confrontation was raw, electric, and devastating. Brook Lynn, cornered by questions she could no longer avoid, broke down and confessed. The moment Gio heard the words, "I'm your mother," everything stopped. Silence fell across the room. The kind of silence that crushes the air out of your lungs. Brook Lynn stood trembling, her eyes filled with tears, pleading silently for forgiveness she wasn't sure she deserved. And then Gio, with tears brimming in his own eyes, said the words no parent wants to hear, words that will echo in her heart forever. "You chose to give me away, and now you want to choose to love me. Why wasn't I enough back then?" It was a dagger through the heart. Brook Lynn collapsed to the floor, devastated by the weight of his grief. She tried to explain. She tried to tell him how young she was, how scared, how utterly alone she felt in a world that offered her no support. But Gio had already walked out, leaving Brook Lynn shattered in the Quatermain living room. The fallout is only just beginning. Already, tensions are spreading like wildfire through the Quatermain estate. Tracy is livid that Brook Lynn kept this a secret, not just from the family, but from herself. Lois is trying to keep everyone grounded, even as her own heart breaks for the daughter she watched suffer in silence. Ned, now calling himself Eddie Main again, has no idea how to comfort Brook Lynn, but he's making it clear that whatever happens, he stands by his daughter. But it's Chase who may be the most conflicted of all. Having only recently married Brook Lynn, he now faces the realization that she kept a secret this enormous, and that the young man he's formed a bond with is actually his stepson. Gio, meanwhile, is spiraling. The pain of abandonment runs deep, and he's struggling to reconcile the woman he knows with the choices she made before he was even born. He's retreating into himself, shutting out those who care, and even pushing Christina away, despite their growing friendship. Christina tries to reach him, to help him understand the complicated emotions at play, but Gio isn't ready to hear reason. Not yet. Not while his entire identity feels like it's been torn apart. And yet, in true soap opera fashion, even heartbreak carries a glimmer of hope. General Hospital writers are masterful at taking emotional wreckage and slowly building something new from the ashes. Already, fans are theorizing how this reveal will reshape the canvas of the show. Will Gio eventually forgive Brook Lynn? Will their relationship evolve into something beautiful, or will the bitterness be too great to overcome? Could this be the start of a powerful redemption arc for Brook Lynn, or a descent into guilt and self-destruction? It's also worth noting the broader implications. With Gio now a confirmed member of the Quatermain family, the power dynamics at ELQ could shift. Who will claim him as heir? What does this mean for future family feuds? And will Valentin Casavin, always lurking in the background, somehow use this information to his advantage? There's also the question of Gio's birth father, whose identity has not yet been revealed. Viewers are already speculating wildly. Could it be someone we already know? Someone from Brook Lynn's past who never knew she was pregnant. If the father is still out there, what kind of chaos will his appearance unleash? Will he try to claim a stake in Gio's life, or fight for Brook Lynn's affection now that the past is exposed? What's clear is this: the mother-son revelation has opened a floodgate of emotional storytelling that will ripple through Port Charles for months to come. GH is at its best when family secrets collide with romantic turmoil, and this twist delivers both in spades. The performances from Amanda Setton, Brook Lynn, and the actor portraying Gio have been nothing short of spectacular, with raw vulnerability and painful honesty that resonate with viewers long after the credits roll. Social media is already on fire with reactions. Fans are divided. Some sympathize with Brook Lynn and her impossible choices, while others feel Gio has every right to be angry and broken. The hashtag #gh1Motherson is trending, with emotional screenshots and clips going viral. It's a moment that reminds everyone why they fell in love with daytime drama in the first place. Because sometimes, nothing hits harder than a few well-chosen words spoken in anguish between two people who should have had a lifetime together, but instead got heartbreak. As the dust settles, Brook Lynn is left wondering if she's lost the one person who might have completed her life. And Gio is left grappling with the question: can he ever see her as anything more than the woman who gave him away? Stay tuned. This is only the beginning of a story that promises tears, redemption, and perhaps, just maybe, a second chance. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.